Hello all, it is I, the Deep Diver here. I come to you with a new video. Now, there's been a lot of talk about censorship, using VPNs, and massive discourse over the whole matter. In Great Britain, there's an act to have age verification for people. Now, I've said in a previous video, I don't want people who are too young or too immature or too inexperienced to get on the internet. If they can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. And I'll admit myself, there's places I don't go or just get in discussions I don't want to because I don't feel it's worth the trouble. I'll admit that right now. If I don't like it, I don't engage. It's that easy. It's that quick. But people think they can just say anything, get away with it, but words have power. Words have lots of power. As we've learned through the years, that if you use a word too many times, it takes away that power. You see, power is in reserve. It's used sparingly. Weakness is rampant. That's why we turn words into jokes. By keep using them. It's literally defanging the tiger. It's not good. And the way I've always seen the internet is like a buffet. The biggest buffet in the world. And there's more or less two camps, okay? There's the everybody can go in. It's fun, generic, wholesome, nice stuff. Everybody can enjoy it, or they can have the option to opt out or not be a part of it and be fine. The buffet there usually has, hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, pasta. Your staples. Adults and kids can enjoy it, and they often do. It's a nice reprieve from the world. And then there's the second place, the quartered off or sectioned off, where there's more mature offerings, steak, lobster, beef Wellington, alcohol, things of that nature, among other things I can't say here. And it's for those kind of people. Now, in the way I see it, the more expensive, more mature area helps subsidize the more generic areas. Okay? It's the burden of the beast. It needs to be fed. Servers, technicians, developers aren't going to be paid for nothing. And every once in a while, a young or inexperienced person gets over to the adult side or mature side. Okay? They're used to eating ice cream, candy, soda, stuff for everybody. But imagine this. Imagine if a very small child went over there, barely had their teeth in, and they tried to eat a steak. Now, I've eaten steak most of my life, and I've been a pro at it for about 25 years. I had to get old enough to enjoy it, because when I was younger, it would kind of hurt my teeth. It'd be hard. It'd be tough. And I accept that as just not having the right teeth to do it or the means to do it. But some people get mad. They get angry. They throw a tantrum like, I can't enjoy steak. No one can. Which is wrong. Which is what I believe a lot of this censorship is doing. And it was quoted by Mark Twain. That's where I'm getting this analogy from. Censorship is telling a man he can't enjoy a steak because a baby can't chew it. And that's how I feel about it a lot. Because let's think about that. What happens if that small child cries to their parents, and they get mad and angry, and then the expensive side has to limit stuff. They have to pull back on some offerings, make it more inclusive, make it more equal. And yeah, it's hit. the place that is keeping the left up afloat is sinking. It all goes down with it. And I'm just not going to let that happen. A lot of people aren't. It's not right. People should be watching what they do, have some control over it. It's not easy. It's easier said than done. I'll admit that right now. I remember when I was a kid, which wasn't too long ago in my mind, and yeah, I went on places I wasn't supposed to be. 100%. And yes, it had some effects on me. But now they're trying to curtail it to everybody. And that's just not right. It's just not good. I do feel, disgusted, angry, jealous, all the bad stuff. I don't share it on social media usually. And I just don't engage. Like, okay, this isn't for me. I can just push away. Like, okay, I tried. I'm not in the right place at the right time, and that's my fault as an adult. I've taken responsibility and accountability for my actions, for my dreams and goals. And again, if I could get a genie, that'd be the only wish I want is people to take responsibility and accountability. Everybody. We all make our choices, but in the end, our choices make us. Which is what I found nutrition. What we eat reflects. It mirrors us. And some people have not enough control. They don't know what they want to do. They can't control themselves. And that's on them. That's their issue. That's a them problem. Because again, I used to be like 280 pounds, like 250 when I was like 15 or 14. It wasn't good. It wasn't healthy, and I let myself get that way. I knew it was up to me. I made a plan. I turned that fear into fear, F.E.A.R. And that's how I got past it. By confronting it, by looking it right in the eye and saying, I'm stronger than you. I'm bigger than you. I'm better than you. And I'm going to prove it if it's the last thing I do. Because I was at the end of my rope, because there's a phenomenon going now where you see these influencers, these obese influencers dying around my age. And all I can think is if I would have kept going down that same path, doing what I was doing for quite some time, I'm quite sure I would end up in the same way. I wouldn't be able to make these videos. I wouldn't be able to live. I'd be miserable the whole time before it happened, and that's not good. I feel sorry for those people. I feel bad they passed when they're in their youth. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody else. It's not a good thing. It's not right. And they probably didn't have a support system like I did too. People tell me what they thought and feel. Whenever I do it, I'm the bad guy though. Always. And I've just gotten to the point where I'll help you, but if you're going to hate me, that's fine. Okay. That's your little feelings. That's your presumptions, your biases coming out. And it fortifies your delusions, which I'm trying to take down. I don't crap on people's dreams. I crap on their delusions. I dunk on them. I dump on their delusions because there's so many delusional people. So many wild ideas, and it just causes untold suffering. And we're getting to a head. I'm hoping to get into my coaching or help people with my nutrition to see better. And it's hard. It's not easy. Change is the most terrifying word in the English language, in my opinion. It carries so much weight, so much unknown, so much risk. And I'm trying to help people manage their fear. So thank you. Have a nice day.